Hi everybody, Marine Sky, Crafty Sky Lady coming at you. Time for a video. It's late. It's always late when I do these. But anyway, I got a bunch of stuff to tell you. And anyway, I'm in my dining room. Look at the pretty flowers Eddie picked for me just the other day. Love them. Forsythias and daffodils. 'Tis the season, right? And I enjoy that. I love yellow. I love all flowers, actually. So I'm in my dining room, which is kind of fun. Love this room, even though there is some repair needing and stuff that I've already talked about. But anyway, I'm here. I just finished. I don't know how long this video will be because I got so much time on my camera and my O-rings are here and this and that and the computer, everything's all hooked up, and I hope it all works for me. I got my little bit of water with lemon. Anyway, I have right here a big pan I just finished of Golumpkies, stuffed cabbage that have to go in the oven. I like to sit here in my dining room and roll and stuff them, and it's easier for me because I don't really have a place to sit down in the kitchen. See if I can show you this without making a big mess. You see those folks? Do they look good? Yeah. And I'm getting ready. They'll take an hour, 45 minutes on a hot oven. And the reason I made them, well, several reasons, is number one, I got a bunch of cabbages and some of the meat and onions and stuff given to me. We get some free food at times, being senior citizens, from our senior center, and they were giving away turnips and cucumbers and onions and cabbages. So I took them all. I thought, you know what? I'll make Golumpkies, so that's what I'm doing, and that'll go a few meals for us now. I plan to put a little bit of those in the freezer too after they're cooked. Or I suppose I could put them in the freezer before they're cooked, either or. But I don't have a lot of freezer space, but the reason I thought I'd do a little bit of that is because Tuesday, the 23rd, as you know, if you've been following me, I'm going for my knee replacement surgery on my right knee. Both knees need to be done, but we'll do one at a time. And they said I had more arthritis in the right one. They both have been giving me lots of trouble and pain, and so I'm so ready in that regard. I mean, granted, I'm not ready. Who is to go under anesthesia? No, I'm not. But I trust the world of medicine, and I've never had a real problem other than I don't like coming out of anesthesia. I always have been nauseous, and I told him that. I said, whatever you give me that's doing that, don't give it to me. I don't want it. Codeine I can't have. Don't give it to me. I'd rather deal with a little bit more pain and maybe throw some Aleve or Tylenol at me, but don't give me codeine and some of that other stuff, you know? So let's hope. So my son's gonna bring me, and that's all Tuesday. So that's another reason I made the Golumpkies, so that we would have, I keep hearing, so we would have those for supper. Now I understand home health care will send home health aides in immediately after the surgery, so the next few weeks I'll have somebody here every few days, and that'll be good because we'll need some help. So anyway, I had my half-sister, my sister, she lives in Keene. I had one of her sons, David, here today. Handsome devil. All her kids are good looking. All my family's good looking, you know. If I do say so myself, on my mom's side and on my father's side. But anyway, a young man, and he does painting and ceiling repair and all that. So he looked at everything. He's gonna give us an estimate for doing the work. It'll be a few weeks from now, which is fine. I need to recover anyway, so that's good, right? So things are happening, and we had the plumber here. I couldn't be more pleased with that company. I'm gonna send them a thank you note. It was a woman. Love that too. And she got right in there, and there was a guy with her, but he was more the water boy, the gopher. She did all the work. She's the plumber. And I'm gonna, and the bill, we just got the bill. It isn't bad, reasonable. I am happy as a lark about that. So things are moving along gradually, and you know, one of my girlfriends that I talked about here, who lives here in town, and she and her husband live in one of the older inns. It hasn't been an inn for many, many, many years, but years ago it was an inn, and there's many bedrooms. It's an old historical building, many bedrooms, and so she and her husband and family have lived there for many years. Her parents had it, and they died, and she has taken it over. And anyway, long story short, she and her husband just listed it this week, and it's on for a decent price, but that also gives me an idea that, oh my goodness, this is an old farmhouse with lots of rooms, and we've tried to maintain the best we can. And with this recent update that we're going to be doing, I should be able to, if we ever go that route, see about what we could possibly get if we decide to downsize. And believe me, that idea is on our minds, because it is getting too much for us here. It really is, and it's sad because we love it in one sense, but budget-wise, it's not the best plan to think about staying here. The fuel is expensive. The taxes just went up. We've got other bills that take precedent, so if something does go wrong here, it's a real headache to have to come up with, you know, a certain amount for this, or, you know, and get it all fixed and looking better. And maintaining this house is starting to be, you know, a chore. And so, and I can't get up the stairs as, you know, I don't do things as quickly as I used to, and I know that. As much as I want to maintain the idea that I'm still young, right? But anyway, you know what I mean. And that would free up a lot of, debt-wise, it would free up a lot of our month-to-month income. Whereas, you know, someday if I decided Eddie won't travel, but if I decided I wanted to, you know, see more of the United States, there's a lot I haven't seen in this, I would love that. I would love to see the national parks. I would love to go to Waco, Magnolia Market and all that. I'd love to see that. Chip and Joanna Gaines's, maybe stay in their bed and breakfast there. Wouldn't that be fun? Things like that. Relatives. I've got relatives out in Texas. More relatives, you know, in Virginia. Go back and see some of them. Yeah, there's just, I love art and I love museums. I'd love to see New Orleans. I have not seen New Orleans. You know, more Florida. There's a lot I haven't seen that I would like to do, and, you know, take a friend with me and do that kind of stuff. So I hope that I can, you know, make some of those things come to fruition, you know. So that's where I'm at, and I wanted to do a video and just kind of come at you with some of our updates. Yeah, and like I said, I know that my camera isn't going to allow me to stay on here with you for too long, so there's some of that. Now, I have to share an eBay success story, let's say. Now, anyone who's been following me knows that back before Christmas, I want to say around early November, out thrifting, I picked up this wooden sculpture about this tall, and it was carved out of a tree or piece of wood, and all wood, not painted or anything. It was like a Santa Claus with a hood, but he was more of an older man, praying hands, cardinal on his shoulder, and it was signed on the bottom. Picked it up for $3 or $5, no more than $5. I know that because it was either a purple or a blue label. And this store, the blue is $3 and the purple is $5. So it had one of those labels on it. So I didn't spend any more than $5. Okay. And I was thinking I'll bring it home, get it on before the holidays. It looked religious. It'll be a nice Christmas piece, a little bit of a money maker. I was thinking maybe I'd put it on for $25, $30. Do a little research for the signage. Well, when I got it home and I did the research, I nearly fell out of my chair because it was signed Leonardo Salazar, and he is a wood sculptor who only does these certain pieces with bird cardinals and the praying hands and the hooded figure, and they're called saints, and he only does of religious, these saints. And he followed another man who did this kind of carving. He apprenticed with him and he learned from him something with a P, Paolo or something. Can't think, but anyway, you can look it all up and read the whole story. Leonardo Salazar, and from Mexico. And anyway, I put it on for $1,450. I'm not kidding you, because that's how much his work demands. I know, it sounds crazy. And then I chopped away, and I had some interest. Somebody also told me it wasn't his, it was his son's, which I didn't believe much of that. I just left it alone, thanked them, brought the price down a couple hundred, let's say, because I figured I'd start high, and you know, what do I care if I drop it a couple hundred if I only paid $5 for it? Well, the other day, I sold it for $775. I am not kidding you. I'm so thrilled. And it got delivered. We sent it, you know, certified, insured, all that. Delivered. And the people love it. They're happy. I got positive feedback. Way to go, Davey, right? I couldn't believe it, folks. I'm so thrilled. So that's my success story. I got a couple other good ones too, but that's a good one. So never give up, never lose faith, and never underestimate what you can do, folks. That's the truth, because I did it. And my success stories are even better than some of these people who've been doing eBay and are making far more money than I am, and been doing it for 10 or 12 years, but their success stories go to 300, 500, not 775 for a $5 item. I was thrilled. I am thrilled. I'll be talking about that one for a while, folks. But I got some other good stuff too on, so that's going well. Yeah, you know, like I said, Tuesday's my surgery, and my son and daughter-in-law will bring me and pick me up, so Eddie don't have to worry so much. And I got my 2 raised toilet seats. Yeah, I know, TMI, too much information. But anyway, I was kind of thrilled about that. My physical therapist gave me a number, and it's the sheriff's office in Greenfield, triage. And I called there, told him what I needed, why I'm calling, who referred me, and I left a message. I didn't even talk with the person. Person called back, said, okay, we've got 2. Looks like you need the commodes now. I said, yep. They were here on our porch within 20 minutes. I kid you not. Nice, clean. So that's good. I got that. So, you know, if everything keeps going as smooth as it has been, things will move along, right? Yep. So anyway, I'm going to get these in the oven. I'm thrilled. Enjoy the flowers behind me. That'll be my thumbnail, I think, or this, one or the other. And I love you. Think about subscribing. Tell all your friends, come on in. We have fun, don't we? And I always have a good story to tell, right? Lots more to share. I got aprons to make, to sew. I've got a sink skirt I want to sew, change up the bathroom a little bit. So I've got projects. So hang with me. We're going to be doing more graphics, sewing, and some jewelry making. Oh, quickly. I found the cutest little plate. I went thrifting the other day. I got some good stuff, people. But look at these. My husband just drilled them in the cellar for me with his chuck. My half-sister, I want to do something nice for her when I see her for lunch next time. And she loves Lily of the Valley, as I do. But look at this. I found a plate. And so I said to Eddie, get me, cut those. Aren't they cut pretty? Now, my job is to sand them and solder the, make a, I'm going to make necklaces out of them. One for her and one for me. She'll love that, I think. Do a nice scalloped edge of that. Look how pretty that is. And he cut them perfect. I took my marker and said, and he did a good job. Because sometimes his hands shake, and he did a great job. I'm so thrilled. So I will be showing, maybe we'll do these for my next video, and I'll work on them with you. That would be fun, because I haven't done my jewelry for a while, right? So anyway, hang with me. Think about subscribing, share, all that good stuff. And until we meet again, I certainly hope the universe provides. I truly do. Thank you now. Bye-bye.